you see him again. You know, I mean, biggest difference is Ace wasn't there. You know, but you know, but other than that, you know, it was strange for me because had I not known them and been around that situation as much as I was early on, it probably would have felt different. But like I said, it's more like, I mean, you know the band, you know the crew and all that stuff. It's a little like a home week. Yes, ma'am.
Any advice for a new guitar player? Like, I play here and there, and I'm finding it very hard in some ways to play pretty much solo style. Any advice, like, what did you do when you first started?
Yeah, good. Are you passionate?
I'm very passionate.
Are you passionate about music?
Oh, yeah.
Can you live without it? Show business is not looking for people that want to do this. They're looking for people that must do this. There's a huge quantum difference between want and must. Because everybody wants in life. Few people are willing to pay the price that goes along with must. When I went to LA, I slept on people's floors for the first year and a half I was there. And then I moved to my deluxe accommodations, which was a closet that was 3 foot by 12 feet. And I was in there for a year and a half. You willing to do that? Not knowing where your next meal may be coming from.
That's hard because I have 2 children, but I want to.
Big difference between want and must. I heard George Clooney tell the same story about a year ago. He was living, and I didn't know it, he was living about a mile away from me. And he too was living in a closet, you know, and it's like, that's, you don't choose this, it chooses you. And I tell people, it's like I get up in the morning and I put on the shoes and the shoes do the walking. And anybody who really does this, there is nothing they could do to stop it. I've often said the best thing anybody can be blessed with is an obsession. But you having 2 kids, that changes the equation considerably. I cannot advise you what to do on that. I would only say this, that I had both a mother and a father growing up, and my mother was a huge influence in my life. I was very close to my dad, but my mom was the music person in the house. You know, she was a Southern girl, she was born and raised in Houston, and there was there was virtually music playing around the house all the time. Being in Houston, country western, you know, but there was also Elvis, Little Richard, Chuck Berry, things like that. So, you know, I heard all of that stuff. And it's the reason I'm sitting here talking to you right now. But again, those are decisions that you cannot, I mean, what I just said to you is probably the best advice I could give you, which is not really advice. It's more of standing in front of the mirror and looking inside yourself to see what's there, because only you can really answer that question. Yes, ma'am.
Back in like the really early